And the whole time, which isn't a long time, I keep thinking I got into college today, which in conjunction with what's happening right now makes me feel like a different person. But I still feel weirdly privileged and altogether grown up to know what Zach Lieberman sounds like when he comes.
A man provides for his family. When you have children, you always have family. They will always be your priority, your responsibility.
He stared at her for a whole hour. And 1 year later, when it was time for her to return, he reaches under his bunk and he pulls out this little chip of wood. And on this chip, he has laboriously painted my grandmother's face using ashes mixed with water for the ink and his own hair as a paintbrush.
I had a brother. He was the only family I had. Well, he was the only family I knew of, anyway. I remember my mother and father, but I can't picture them. I only remember a feeling.
Up until a year ago, I used to like you a lot. You know, when I used to watch you while you did everything, you know, because we'd been friends for so long. But then you started spending all your time at baseball and you didn't have time to speak to anybody anymore. Not really speak. Not even your own family you didn't. And well, George, it's a fact. Ever since you've been elected captain, you've gotten awful stuck-up and conceited, and all the girls say so.
I want someone to tell me what to eat, what to like, what to hate, what to rage about, what to listen to, what band to like, what to buy tickets for, what to joke about and what not to joke about. I just think I want someone to tell me how to believe in, who to vote for and who to love and how to tell them. I just think I want someone to tell me how to live my life, because so far I think I've been getting wrong.
I've been to 1,000,000 auditions and same things happens every time. Where I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich, or I'm crying and they start laughing. Or there's people sitting in the waiting room and they are like me, but prettier and better, and maybe because I'm not good enough.
Well, Claire, I did it. I made it. I got a show, a couple of movies. I became a star. Just like you knew I would. I didn't know I would, but you did.
'Cause math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because addition and subtraction and division would never make me feel so stupid with love. Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Somehow. Smart with math, but stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now.
Craig was a corporate lawyer. He merged and purchased things. He liked coconut cream cake. No, red velvet. He liked red velvet more. And he liked Willie Nelson and Seinfeld reruns.
Now, see, the thing is that at your age, you have bone structure. Now, like, I didn't have bone structure when I was your age, and a lot of people might say, like, oh, bone structure isn't important, but it is, because people didn't start calling me Mademoiselle until I was about 17 years old, and I started getting a little bone structure.
What's the matter with you? You think you're the only one ever to shed a tear? I was raised that a girl gets married young, but I held out for love. I was 28 when I got married, and he wanted to have a baby right away, and I said, no, we should wait. Then he gets hit by a bus. And so now I got no man, I got no baby, I got no nothing. How did I know that this man was my one chance at happiness?
They were just calling names and touching her, slapping her ass, and just getting really close to her body just to make them feel like they could do anything to control her, you know? It was just terrible. And Thea didn't know how to handle that, you know? She didn't grow up with a father figure or a mother figure that could show her how to deal things.
It's our constitutional right to be amused all the time, isn't it? We're a smirking nation, living under the tyranny of fine. How are you? Fine. How was your day? Fine. How are you feeling? Fine. How did you like the painting? Fine.
Look, I know you haven't felt well lately. I know that you haven't been well. So it makes it really hard for me to tell you this. I wish we were close. I wish we were friends. I'm sorry that I'm not all you hoped for, and that living here isn't glamorous enough for you, and that Dad abandoned us when I was born, but you shouldn't make me feel like that's my fault!
Oh, you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the week before I killed him. But the old man's hour had come.
Now, I tried to get right with your God. I asked him for some spare time to keep me from pitching my guts every hour, to keep me from shitting myself, to give me strength to wipe my ass good enough so I wouldn't smell myself at night. No, I prayed that they would stop experimenting on me, to stop the rashes, the infections, the sores on my ass. I prayed, Mama, for some company. I prayed that somebody would get their room wrong and they happen into mine, just so I could talk to somebody.
You've never been out of Boston, right? So if I asked you about art, you could give me the skinny on every art book ever written, right? Michelangelo. You know a lot about him, I bet. His life's work, his criticisms, his political aspirations. But you couldn't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You've never stood there and looked up at that beautiful ceiling.
And so everybody leaves, and then I go inside, and it's cold inside. So I go upstairs to check on the girls, and it's fucking freezing up there. And I can't put the central heat on because it dries out Randy's sinuses, and she gets these really bad headaches. So I go downstairs and I build a fire in the fireplace. And I sit down and watch some TV, except that there's no more beer.